morning, my name is Jay Varshit, CSC B section, roll number 2195180 PPT and programming for problem solving C.
Except enforcer as it may help to drive us contradictory notion
Program statement. Danya gave integers a, b, and n to Archie. Archie wants to compare n and bn. Help Archie with this task. First, we will know what is C programming in general purpose, procedural and imperative computer programming language, developed in 1972 by Dennis M. Pritchett at the Bell Telephone Laboratories to develop the Unix operation system. C is the most widely used computer language. It keeps inflection at number on scale of population along with Java programming language, which is also equally popular and most widely used among modern software programming. Why to learn C programming? C programming language is a must for students and working professionals to become a great software engineer, especially when they are working in software development domain. I will list down some of the key advantages of learning C programming. Easy to learn. Structured language. It proceeds effective programs. It can handle low-level activities. It can be compiled on variety of computer platforms. Facts about C. C was invented to write an operating system called Unix. C is successor of B language, which was invented around early 70s. The language was formalized in 1988 by American National Standard Institute. The Unix OS was totally written in C. Today, C is most widely used and popular system programming language. Most of the state-of-the-art software have been implemented using C. Hello world using C programming. Just to give a little excitement about C programming, I am going to give you a small conventional program. Hello world, you can try it using demo link. First, we should start with hash include stdio.h, then int main with parenthesis brackets and then a flower bracket, enter, slash asterisk, my first program in C, asterisk slash. This helps you so that the line won't be printed. Printf hello world in colons so that it would be printed. Return 0. In every line you should give semicolons so that the program is interpreted. This is the first program to print hello world. Applications of C programming. C was initially used for system development work, particularly the programs that make up the operating system. C was adopted as a system development language because it produces code that runs nearly as fast as the code written in assembly language. Some examples of use of C are operating system language, compilers, assemblers, text editors, print couplers, network drivers, modern problems, databases, language interrupts, utilities. Audience. This total is designed for software programmers with a need to understand the C programming language, starting from scratch. This C tutorial will give you enough understanding on C programming language, from where you can take yourself to higher level of prerequisites. Before proceeding with the tutorial, you should have a basic understanding of computer programming terminologies. A basic understanding of any of the program language will help you in understanding the C programming concepts and move fast on learning track.
Whenever a flip of change or environment may have pronunciation
Now
which is
let's go
called
into the
important
program.
lesson which says
Include stdio int void int tabn. These are the things given in the problem by Danya to Archie. Scanf colon percent d. D means integer and t, while t scanf percent d. These are the integers and a b and are the integers. If n% to equal to 0, bracket a equal to avs a, b equal to avs b. If a is greater than b, print f 1 slash n. Else if a equal to b, print f 0 slash n. Else print f 2 backslash n. Else if a greater than b, print f 1 slash n. Else if a equal to b, print f 0 backslash n. Else print f 2 slash n, return 0. Input 2 3 4 5 minus 3 2 4. Output 2 1. Overview. C is a general purpose high level language that was originally developed by Dennis M. Richard to develop the Unix operating system at Bell Labs. C was originally first implemented on the December PDP 11 computer in 1972. In 1980, Brain Kindergarten and Dennis Richard produced the first publicly available description of C, now known as K&R standard. The Unix operation system, the C compiler, and essentially all Unix applications programs have been written in C. C has now become a widely used professional language for various reasons. Easy to learn, structured language. It produces efficient programs. It can handle low-level activities. It can be compiled on a variety of computer platforms. Why use C? C was initially used for system development work, particularly the programs that make up the operating system. C was adopted as system developed language because it produces code that runs nearly fast as code written in assembly language. A scope in any program is a region of program where a defined variable can have its existence, and beyond that variable it can be accessed. There are three places where variable can be declared in C program: inside a function or a block, which is called local variables; outside a function, which is called global variables. In the definition of function parameters, which are called formal parameters. Let us understand what are local and global variables and formal parameters. Local variables. Variables that are declared inside a function or block are called local variables. They can be used only by statements that are inside that function or block of code. Local variables are not known to functions outside their own. The function example shows how local variables are used. Here all the variables a, b and c are local to main function. Global variables. The variables are defined as outside a function, usually on top of the program. Global variables hold their values throughout the lifetime of your program, and they can be accessed inside any of the functions defined for program. A global variables can be accessed by any function. That is, a global variable is available for use throughout your entire program after this declaration. Formal parameters are treated as local variables within a function, and they take precedence over global variables. Following is an example where we use a global variable declaration: int a equal to 30, int a is equal to 10, b equal to 20, c equal to 0. Printf value of int main percent d backslash n a, c equal to sum of a comma b. Printf value of c int main equal to percent d backslash n comma c, return 0. This will print the operation and give the solution for the program. Initializing local and global variables. When a local variable is defined, it is not installed by system. You may initialize it yourself. Global variables are initialized automatically by the system when you define them as follows. Data type. Initial data type value. Data type. In data type, int, character, float, double, pointer are the types of data types. Initial default values 0, colon slash 0, 0, 0, null. It is a good programming practice to initialize variables properly. Otherwise, your program may produce unexpected results because uninitialized variables will take some garbage value already available at their memory location.
Normal functional level rationality. The purpose of active listening. Lower emotions and the return subject to the normal established rapport and
CRS.
information influence behavioral change. Active listening is
Arrays a kind of data structures that can store a fixed size sequential collection of elements of same type. An array is used to store a collection of data, but it is often more useful to think of an array as a collection of variables of the same type. Instead of declaration individual variables such as number 0, number 1, and number 99, you declare one variable such as number and use numbers and number 99 to represent individual variables. A specific element in an array is accessed by an index. All arrays consist of continuous memory locations. The lowest address corresponds to the first element and the highest address to last element. Declaring arrays. To declare an array in C, a program specifies the type of elements and the number of elements required by arrays as follows. This is called a single dimensional array. The array that resize must be an integer constant greater than 0 and type can be any data type. For example, to declare a 10 element array called balance of type data, that is double type, use this statement. Here balance is variable array which is sufficient to hold up to 10 double numbers. Initializing arrays. You can initialize an array in C either one by one or using a single statement as follows. The number of values between braces can be larger than the number of elements that we declare for the arrays between square brackets. If you omit the size of the array, an array just big enough to hold the initialization is created. Therefore, if we write double balance equal to 1000, 2, 3.4, 7.0, 50.0, You will recreate exactly the same array as we did in previous example. Following is an example to assign a single element of array. Balance 4 equal to 50.0. The above statement assigns the fifth element in the array with a value of 50. All arrays have 0 as the index of the first element, which is also called the base index and the last index of an array, with total size of the array minus 1. Shown below is the pictorial representation of array we discussed above. Accusing array elements. An element is accessed by indexing the array name. This is done by placing the index of element within square brackets after the name of the array. For example, double array equal to double nine. The above statements will take the 10th element from the array and assign the value to salary variable. The following example shows how it is done. Arrays in detail. Arrays are important to see and should need a lot more attention. Multi-dimensional arrays. C supports multi-dimensional arrays. The simplest form of multi-dimensional arrays is two-dimensional array. Passing array to functions. You can pass to function a pointer to an array by specifying the array's name without an index. Return array from a function. See also a function to return an array. You can generate a pointer to the first element of an array by simply specifying the array name without an integer. In this problem, which the general syntax of C programming is, we will start with hash int include stdio.h int main void integer t comma a comma b comma n scanf %d and t while t is blank. Scanf %d are the general syntax that is used to denote integers. A, B, N are the integers given in question. If n%2 equal to 0, A equal to abs A, B equal to abs B. If A less than B, print f 1 slash n. Else if A equal to B, print f 0 n. Else print t f 2 slash n. Else if A less than B, print f 1 slash n. Else if A equal to B, print 0 backslash n. Else print 2 slash n, return 0. Input 2 3 4 5 minus 3 2 4. Output 2 1. This is the program given by Danya to RG. Thank you.